the Chicago Bears. Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And Dart was the second quarterback taken in this year's draft, only behind Cam Ward out of Miami. And you look back to his time with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, he put up some monster numbers. And you got to think, he's the youngest quarterback of the entire 25 draft. So can he transition to a pro-style offense? Can he play the style in which they want to play in New York? From a physical standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, like Jackson Dart looks like the prototypical modern-day NFL quarterback.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brings up second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And to move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second and 8 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. Here's a handoff to Scatterboot. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. And that sets up third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
And the Giants, first down.
On third down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. That's a Bears 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second down and 9. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook.
And he will score! Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterwood. Wow, he can certainly be elusive with the football and the feet. Great spin forward. Give him 6 yards on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Scatterwood. And he's up past the 35. got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Giants.
In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At the 36-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, dart. He finds his receiver, Olszewski. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. And that is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head like he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st down, it's Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pushed out to his left. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picks up the 1st down.
So there's a fine line, Mike, between giving your wide receivers every chance they can to get open downfield, but at the same time, you can't stress your protection. I think he does a nice job in this case understanding that balance. He escapes the pocket, turns into a runner, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with the rookie. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. To the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game. And not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
On second down, Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboot. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
What can they do here on third down and 7? He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. now a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Open man, that's Luther Burden. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
How about the vision here? He starts up the middle and picks up decent yardage, but it was really his ability to see the space outside that led to the bigger gain and picking up the first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They will run it over center with Swift. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Williams to throw on second down. Flush to his right, and he's into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike. And you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Giants 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Olszewski now to return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Scatterwood. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Yeah, he can be slippery in the open field, spinning his way to a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Swift. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Give up the middle with Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move left.
First and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Swift will take it in. Touchdown. Santos for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bears will take a 21-7 lead.
Giants 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Up the middle with Scatterby. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Scatterboo. Whoa! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
It's a gain of 10.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
1st and 10. Here's Dart. He'll step up and run. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. The spot at where the slide begins, that's a pickup of about 9. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, a good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Dart. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Giants.
And the Giants first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
This one is caught by Robinson. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Dart's going to throw it again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Dart. They'll look to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down's coming up. On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in. Oh, Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone. And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 8. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Holland on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Caleb Williams on the scramble.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
The Bears sending out their punt team as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Giants offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbury. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
At the 31. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Handoff. Here comes Tracy. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down.
Can't imagine it's very fun tackling a guy like this, Mike, when he gets a full head of steam, great vision, the physicality to finish the run through contact. And I think defensively, they're just happy they were able to get him on the ground.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
First down, New York.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. He's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9. At the Bears' 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
That's a 9. Giants first down. 1st and goal, Giants.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Oh, a loose football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
They'll go play action here with Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On second down, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on
over the flash, and he lost the football. And the Giants come up with it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
On first down, Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, Dart. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Throw on the run is complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. On the ground, it's Scatterby. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
And the Giants, first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Giants.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Look wide. Get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10. At the Bears' 10-yard line.
They'll run with Scatterby. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. That one taken in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw. The Bears have it. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And can you believe this? He's going to take it the distance. 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Wow. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return, Olszewski. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the play fake, here's Dart. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, You better get open quick because that ball is coming.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On second down, a run with Scatterboo. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. He's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short. Here's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground. They get 24 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
And the Giants first down. 24-yard gain on play. And the Giants first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and
1. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll try to run for it with Scatterboo. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
2nd and 10. Now Williams. Flushed to his left. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Bears, first down.
And that's the problem with playing man coverage. There's just not enough eyes on the quarterback. Everyone has their eyes on their receiver that they're matched up with, and he's able to pick up that first down with his legs.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams, and they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. The safety, Javon Hollins, coming on the rush that time. Picks up the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
The Bears send out their punt team. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. There's that man again, another catch. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
At the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
throwing. Dark. The pressure. Too much. And he goes down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play fake. Now Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
26-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll pitch it out here. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he's in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown Bears. His 2nd TD of the game. And this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go. And that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears will up the lead to 5.
Makes the score Bears 37, Giants 32.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt.
Offside, defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He takes off. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New York.
This is one of the things you love about having a young, athletic quarterback. And you want to make sure you don't take advantage of it. You can't rely too much on his running here early in his rookie year. Find that balance as a passer and being the dynamic runner that we saw from him in college.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions. And I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Giants 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
That's another
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter.
pick up of 2 yards.
Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
A gain of 10
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Giants.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Second and 2.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
And the Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Here we go. First and goal. Dart going to fake the give and hold on to it. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he...
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10. Moore going in motion. Williams to the air once more. Quick slant, caught by Burton. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Second and a yard. Throw it again. It's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.